train for this Ironman. Oh. So I had eye surgery a couple weeks ago, maybe about a week and a half ago, and I've been training with one eye basically, getting on the bike, which the bike isn't so bad. I mean, I did a run yesterday for about an hour, and I kind of didn't even really notice. After a while, you kind of just go with it. But I tried to put I wear lenses. I tried to put my lens back in today, but it hurt. It was like inflamed. So I just got to do what I got to do, you know. My right eye. I'm just gonna wear these for a minute so I can get used to it. I got my movie plan, got my bike, got my medals. I'm all set up. Oh, gosh. That run yesterday, it felt alright, but I am sore. I am so sore. Mostly my quads. It was kind of just a slow run. I went like 8 miles. Just did like an 8-mile run. I hadn't run that far for a while. I mean, years, to tell you the truth. I have not run like that for years. So, that was something new. I wish my trainer was more quiet, but it's not. What time is it right now? Oh, shoot. Let's see what time it is. 7:11. 7:12. Alright, so 7:11. Let's do this. I'm building my tri-bike. I took my aero bars off this bike, and I just made this back into my normal road bike. I used to use this bike for triathlons, but I bought a Kestrel, and that bike should be pretty sweet. It's just over there. DI2, all this fancy stuff, right? So now we're gonna use the new Kestrel for the Ironman coming up in 6 months. I've got a whole training plan worked out. I'll show it to you guys one of these times. I mean, at the moment, I'm just doing. I just worked up to like 8-mile runs. Just push pause on that for a second. I worked up to about 8-mile runs, not about 8-mile runs. I'm just trying to work on the grind right now because I just need to get my knees used to the distance. I haven't raced for a while, years. I did a race earlier in this year, but before that, the last race I did was like 2011. So, you know, I'm getting back into it. I did a half Ironman like in 10 years ago. I know, it seems like so long ago. I am just getting back into triathlons. So, I signed up for an Ironman, right? Just go big or go home. So now I'm training, doing some training, and it's going great so far. I've been at it, I signed up only, a month and a half ago, so that's when I started training. Technically, I did a sprint triathlon at the beginning of the year, maybe around April or May, and that just kicked my butt, man. I just sprint triathlon, right? Like half a mile swim, 12-mile bike, and a 5K, man. That just like it almost killed me. Like the swim actually did really great. The bike was okay, but not that great. And the run was just painful. Like, and it didn't help that I gained like 25 pounds. I mean, I was up to like 185 pounds, and I just didn't feel good. I was playing hockey once or twice a week. It's just eating not very well, and I just didn't like where that was going. So I quit hockey. I was playing ice hockey for a few years. Got out of that. I just didn't want to get hurt. Like, I broke my ribs, I broke my hand, I broke my foot. Just, man. Anyway, just a little too much getting hurt there. So, anyway, signed up for a triathlon, did that in May. And then what, April, May, so June, July, August, September, October. So maybe about 4 or 5 months later, I thought, hey, I want to do something. I want to maybe keep doing this. So, anyway, I signed up for the North American Championship race, the Ironman Texas, right? So I signed up for that, and now I'm training every day for hours. Not hours yet, to be honest. Like, well, yeah, kind of hours. I mean, I went for a 2-hour bike ride. I do 2-hour bike rides twice a week right now, and I mean, I'm only 1 month into it, so I'm ahead of my schedule. But when I show you my training schedule, you'll get a big picture of what I'm doing. Right now is just a relaxing bike day, because I did like a medium pace distance run. So what I mean by that is, you basically take your fastest mile, and then you add about a minute 30, a minute 40. Let's say a minute 40. So like if you can run a 5:20 mile, let's say 5:20, just add a minute 40 to that. 7 minutes, right? And that 7-minute mile, that's the pace you should be able to hold for a long time. I mean, for quite a while, depending on how hard you've been doing distance training. But that 7-minute mile, if you can run a 5:20-ish, you should be able to hold that 7-minute mile for quite a while. So I did that yesterday, and I'm feeling pretty good. Lots of protein, eating lots of protein. I've been really trying just to eat normal foods, and I've done great at that. I usually take protein powder, but I decided not to, and I'll take vitamins. I haven't used creatine for a long time. I'm trying to go natural foods, just like eggs, tuna, milk, water, Gatorade, things like that. Right now, I'm doing I want to do a 3-hour bike ride. I'm thinking we'll just do 2. I've been doing 2 hours, and that's going good. I went about 8 miles. I went 8 yesterday, 8 miles on running yesterday. So, you know, here's the thing. Everyone's got their own personal, like, strengths, weaknesses. And when I did my half Ironman a while back, I hurt my knee because I didn't train enough. I can't remember if it was my right or my left because it hasn't hurt for so long. But like, I didn't train enough on the bike, and I obviously didn't train enough for the run. I mean, I did it in about 6 hours, but I didn't train nearly enough. And I'm determined to avoid that. I'm determined to avoid that mistake this time. So I'm going for it every day, just rocking it. All right, I'm gonna do this bike ride, and when I'm done, I'm gonna grab some milk, some protein, some cereal. Well, you know what? I eat cereal quite a bit. Lately, I haven't though. In the past, I have. Get some eggs or something after this. See how I feel. Some of this raisin bread. Oh, super good. Raisin bread. So when I get my bike set up, I'm waiting on the handlebars. So I ordered every piece of my bike one by one, and it's just been coming in the mail for the last like month and a half. The frame came, the wheels, the crankset, a whole bunch of stuff. And I'm just, when I show you all my bike stuff, we'll go over every inch. How to choose cranksets, how to choose a stem, how to choose your levers, how to choose everything. And then what kind do you want, you know? I'm not like a bike pro or anything, but I mean, I've got quite a bit of experience. Technically, I mean, what, I've been racing for probably, I haven't raced for a while, right? But when I was racing, I probably did about 15 triathlons, ran a marathon, did a half Ironman, a whole bunch of sprint triathlons, some Olympic triathlons, you know, just pretty much just rocking it. And anyway, so I'm just getting back into it, and I'll tell you, it feels awesome. I feel pretty amazing. Like, it feels pretty great. You know, I'll tell you what, so I live in Utah, and I started a race called the Aqua Triathlon. I started a triathlon race, a sprint. You can look it up, aquatriathlon.com. I did that. I started that race, like that business, and then after that I stopped racing because I got kind of stressful running the business. Then got out of racing, did the business for a while, and that went pretty good. Played hockey, but I miss it, you know? It's like triathlon is, it's a lot different than other sports, and I've done a lot of running.